art copiers use both expert craftsmanship and high-tech wizardry. Adam Lowe produces facsimiles of famous works of art with an official seal of approval. He gets his assignments from governments, museums, and art foundations. His works are impossible to distinguish from the originals with the naked eye. They are perfect copies.
Falsify is already such a loaded word, so it's rather like people thinking about facsimiles somehow as being a cheat. I mean, what we always say is that we're verifiers. What we're trying to do is bring a deeper understanding to the object, and because we always work with the museums or with the institutions that look after the object.
Lowe set up his Factum Arte studio in Madrid 9 years ago. He now has a team of around 30 programmers, designers, and restorers. Perhaps his greatest achievement to date is a copy of The Wedding at Cana, a 1563 work by Italian artist Paolo Veronese. It's been in the Louvre Museum in Paris for 200 years, after being removed from its original home by Napoleon's troops. It originally belonged to the San Giorgio Maggiore monastery in Venice.
The building wasn't complete without the vast painting, which had been conceived to occupy the end wall.
It was a labor of love for the team. They could only work in the Louvre at night, and they had to avoid touching the painting under all circumstances.
My engineer built a flatbed recording system that recorded 8 centimeters away from the surface of the painting, that was mounted on a telescopic mast that could be accurately positioned and raised and lowered, and effectively we recorded the entire surface in A4 size bytes with a high resolution flatbed scanner.
Every single brushstroke was registered, but not just that. The surface structure of the canvas was likewise replicated. It became apparent to Adam Lowe that the original painting had been cut into sections and stretched. He also discovered other hidden clues to the picture's history.
But particularly we started drawing it, our attention was drawn to the very nasty texture that covers the green on this big figure. So from there you start, in a way, unravelling the whole history of why that green is like it is. And of course you find there's a reason why that green is like it is, because it's a very heavily restored area which previously had been red.
A high-resolution printer assembled the data to form a new image. The rest was done by hand. After 8 months, the replica was transported to Venice in 10 separate sections. The undertaking cost a total of 160,000 euros. But for the San Giorgio Maggiore monastery, the facsimile is priceless. One of Lowe's long-term projects is a series of facsimiles of tombs, including that of Tutankhamun in Egypt's Valley of the Kings. Those tombs, normally closed to the public, are now being made accessible to all.
A big part of the work we're doing, which I think is being very successful, is to demonstrate that actually people can learn and understand more from visiting a facsimile, and at the same time participate in the preservation of that object than they can by traipsing round, for example, the Valley of the Kings. So it's making something alive, it's making it active, and it's ensuring that the facsimiles play an active role in the conservation and preservation of the objects we're working with.
Adam Lowe's team recently completed a facsimile of Raphael's early work, The Marriage of the Virgin. And the officially sanctioned art copiers already have other assignments in the pipeline.